Alright guys, Retrospect here, and today we've got more Dayz news for you. As you know, PAX East has just taken place. Dean Hall's been there himself, getting a lot of news about the standalone game. So I'm put this in a video and get all this information out to you as quickly as possible. Now, the first thing we're going to touch on is movement. Now, Dayz itself runs on the Armour engine. The mod at the moment runs on the Armour 2 engine. Now, if you've played Armour 3, you'll understand how it is a lot more, refined, it's a lot better movement, and this engine seems to be ported into Dayz, which is a good thing in my opinion. It is a lot smoother, it's a lot better, first person works a lot better, and you have things like tactical speeds, the mouse acceleration's gone, all things like that, so that's, it's brilliant. The next thing we're going to talk about is the map. Now, at the moment, Chernerus is the map they're working on. The map's been built from the ground up. They've refined the details, like even little things like grass, foliage. It's all been worked on and all made a lot better. The buildings have all been remodeled. There'll be new cities all around, and all the buildings themselves will be enterable, so you'll be able to get in each one, get loot from them. But don't expect to see good loot from all these buildings because there's going to be a lot of them, so trash loot and a lot of them, food, basic things like that. But yeah, it's all good. Next thing is the inventory system. Now, the inventory system is all new. It's sort of similar to the Armour 3. Rocket's shown it, and it's got its own little twist on it. On the left hand side you will have a ground menu. This shows you what's on the ground and what's around you. Next to this will be the player model. This shows you your character and what he looks like, what he's wearing, and everything like that. The next step to this is the inventory itself, so it shows you what your weapons, what your food you've got, your backpack, your weapon attachments, all the trash items, everything you've got in your inventory. Now, the inventory has changed in that you'll be able to store items in your, your jean pockets, your shirt, your hoodie, and all things like that you can add, but don't expect to put a gun in your pocket, sort of thing. So you'll be able to hide things like food and all that in your clothing, so it's more of a reason to pick up jeans with more pockets, things like that. So that's another good thing. The next thing we'll talk about is a radio system. Now, Rocket's been really on board with this. He wants to add a radio that allows you to talk to your teammates, so you can, that's great if you're in a game. You say, hop into my radio frequency and you'll be able to talk to me, or if you meet people in game, it's good. But one thing I think you'll be able to pick from this is that what's stopping other people from jumping into your channel, listening to what you're talking about, and finding out where you are. So that's one weird thing you got to take from that. I mean, most people, if they're playing with friends, use Skype or TeamSpeak, anything like that. Now, the next thing again is food. Now, food at the moment is basic. You've got beans, pasta, franken beans, stuff like that. At the moment, they have added actually nuts and trail mix into the game, which is more progression, more food items that are going in. At the moment you can eat something, it leaves your trash item, you drop the trash item. This is another thing that might give you position away for people chasing you, things like that, people trying to find you. Along with food, it's been mentioned that you should try and actually stick to a balanced diet, so rather than just eating sweets and chocolate and nuts, things like that will make you fatigue quicker, you'll get hungry quicker, rather than people who are eating steak, vegetables, things like that. It's more realistic and it's what we want. The next thing we're talking about is the health system. Now, the health system is going to be similar to what's already in place. You've got your blood. If your blood goes down, you die. If you take a shot, you'll lose a lot of blood. Everything like that. You can die by bleeding out, lose blood through taking shots. The shock system is going to be changed. You get shocked if you get hit or a zombie hits you, stuff like that. But now you can expect to be shocked and concussed even if you get hit in the head with a bat. Now, it's going to be dynamic in that if you get hit in the head with a bat, it's going to knock you out, it's going to really shock you, more so than if you get hit in the hand or the foot. It doesn't shock you as much, it makes it more tactical, so you could sneak up to someone with an AS-50, crack them around the head, knocks them out, take the gun and finish them off. It is more realistic than, as is already in, you axe somebody a few times and you're lucky to get them. If you axe someone in the head, you're pretty sure they're going to die. Yeah, it's a better system. Now, another thing that's been shown is the defib, defibrillator. The two metal pads rubbed together, electric shock. Now, this could be used to revive passed out players quicker. You know, it'll have a few usages, so you can use it again and again and again until maybe it runs out of charge. You might even be able to bring people back from death or near death, something like that. You know, it's a good thing in a way. It's more realistic. Again, I'm guessing they'll be really rare though. You know, find them in hospitals, maybe things like that. Right, melee. Now, at the moment, for melee, you pick up an axe. That's the only sort of melee you've got. Now, it's been said that he's going to be putting in some sort of punching, kicking, you know, that as a melee attack, which is good. You know, you can use that to defend yourself against zombies. You can push zombies back, maybe if you get blocked in a room, kick them back, run through. It's a good way to defend yourself if you're fresh bombing out any loot that you picked up so far. Now, moving on to weapons, we've talked about the bat. The bats, there's going to have things like bats, machetes, knives, everything that you would find. But there's also going to be some sort of crafting model in that you'll be able to pick up a bat, pick up a bag of nails, put them together. You know, it's a classic zombie killing weapon. It's a bat with a big stupid nail in the front of it. You know, it could be a sort of sandbox in that the possibilities are endless. You could make all sorts. You can make maybe, you know, light bulbs with nails in them, and you know, stuff like that. Everything, something that's going to be a brilliant weapon. Grenades and nails, you know, nail bombs, stuff like that. It's really quite cool. That's pretty much everything I've got for you guys. Everything's come from PAX East, it's come from Dean Knoll himself, so it's all good information, it's all useful information, it's all going to be reliable in that, you know, you can take that away and expect it to be in the game. The alpha should be coming out pretty soon. He said he wanted to get it out just so everyone can get in the game and, you know, test it out and give feedback, see what they want, see what they like, see what they don't like, see any problems with it. I'd expect to see it coming out like the Armour 3, in that you'll be able to buy an alpha, £20, I think Armour 3 alpha is. Buy that, you get alpha, beta, full game access, etc. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to the channel as it helps out a lot. You can expect to see a lot of more Dayz news coming out and a lot more Dayz videos. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.